Okay, I know it's Friday afternoon, and I suspect that that title that I put on this video is probably going to raise some eyebrows. Not only is it probably not politically correct, but it's probably a little offensive, but tough luck. If YouTube doesn't like it, they're more than welcome to take it down. Why am I coming on Friday afternoon? Well, it's because I was planning on doing so anyway, and then I saw that Nancy Morgan Hart put up a video, Headlines with a Voice put up a video, Indisputable Facts, and the link to it is in the description box below. Man, she's been putting out a lot of good stuff. Always does, but these have really been right to the point here lately. I just want, I won't take much time here as normally happens when I put a link in the description box. I want you to go look at that rather than pay attention to anything I have to say. I'm a little hoarse. I just got done with a 4 mile run. So, yeah, with the air as foul as it is, it's taken away my voice a little bit. Anyway, I wanted to come on because of that and what goes along with it. I saw a portion of Alex Jones today, and I know people don't like me to bring that up, but again, I see Alex not approaching the proper perspective on this. Now, today he did have the guts to come out and say the executive branch has to get some balls and start doing things. Well, of course, that's President Trump, but he didn't mention President Trump. But that's what he said, which is kind of why I put that in the title here. But Nancy, when she addresses the issues in this video, she basically touches everything that I was going to say, with a couple of exceptions. And one of those is I've called for a long time. President Trump said, he called down a reporter in the White House during one of the briefings. He said, "Why don't you take your mask off? I can't understand you." And the reporter said, "Well, no, I'd rather leave it on." And so President Trump says, "Oh, so you want to be PC?" And he says, "No, I just want." The reporter says, "No, I just want to wear the mask." Well, guess what? Did you see what President Trump and the First Lady were wearing at the services for Ruth Bader Ginsburg? They were wearing masks. Remember when he said it's patriotic to wear a mask? And he's continuing to push Operation Warp Speed. And I keep hearing these people say, "Oh, it's just going to be a harmless soup. It's not going to do anything." It's a pacification, a placebo. You know what? That shows he doesn't have any guts. I got to tell you, he could come out today and say, "I'm dropping the national emergency. The whole mask thing is ridiculous. Dr. Atlas is right. We're not going to push the vaccines anymore, even though we've invested all this money. It's going to be used against you and against your liberty and against your kids." And I think that would go a long way for him, but he's afraid politically to do it. The powers that be have him in a rock and a hard place, or he's been complicit from the start. No one at this point has any business making any excuses for President Trump failing to act in the moral and constitutional way. No one. And if they do, they're the ones that are suspect. I keep getting attacked by people saying, "Yeah, you're deep state. You know how this goes. You want Biden. You want this." Hey, you've got Biden, idiots. He's just called another name, Trump, but he's doing all the same things. And I've said that for a long time. I gave Trump his chance. I was accused of being a guy who pretended to be on the Trump team to gather everybody in and then turn on him and try to bring everybody with me against Trump. No, that's not how it worked at all. See, Trump proved he wasn't for us. He left us. We didn't leave him, if he was ever with us in the first place. All right? That's all I've got. please go watch Nancy Morgan Hart's presentation in the description box below if you haven't seen it. She's much more to the point, much more succinct, much more professional than I could ever hope to be. Thanks, everybody. We'll talk to you later. Oh, and write Alex Jones and tell him to just go ahead and call Trump out and stop trying to use Trump as a rallying point. I understand that's what he's doing. He's trying to keep Trump there, partially because of the income, selling his products and all that and keeping people interested. But I think he's also trying to use Trump as a rallying point for, hi, Jesse, how you doing? As a rallying point for people to gather around. Alex, Trump is no rallying point. He's in the enemy territory, and worse than that, it's in the enemy's Tactical Operations Center. You can't you can't have a rallying point in the enemy's Tactical Operations Center. Get the hell out of there, Alex, and call it out the way it is. All right, everybody, we'll see you out here.